going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the House of Nerd Show. We're joined this week by a couple special guests, a couple regulars of the House of Nerd community. We are here with my main man, Charles, aka Dragon Ranger, and Mr. Deviant Porg. Yes, coming to us all the way live from France. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming through. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Thanks to you. First.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I'm very good. Thank you. How are you?
Not too shabby, man. A little hungover from the New Year's shenanigans.
I can relate.
Freshly shaven. It's always weird to see my face without the beard. So it trips me out, man. I'm rarely like this, but every once in a while I gotta trim it down. How you guys doing, man, this morning?
Pretty good.
Afternoon for me.
Afternoon, friends. So what's the time difference? What are we looking at, buddy?
5.
Oh, it's 5 p.m. So that's like you guys are a good 6 hours ahead. Wow.
Yeah.
Elle's time difference. So you're 9 hours ahead of Elle. So you're living in the future, buddy.
Yeah.
And then
we're ahead of you.
Yeah. That's always a trip, man. Thank you guys for coming through, man. Appreciate it. This week, guys, it's gonna be light and breezy, easy peasy. We're talking. We got the big NERDIES award show next week, man. Man, super excited about that. Super excited. We've got some dope creators coming through. We're not gonna announce
A lot of fantastic books.
Oh man, fantastic books, fantastic creators, man. Not gonna make any announcements yet. We'll hold off on that for just a couple more days, but we're excited for what we've got bringing to you guys. Hey, good morning, Juan. Good morning, everybody in the live chats, man. Thanks for coming through. I know it's probably a little harder today. A lot of people are probably a little hungover, New Year's Eve shenanigans, but we're here. We're gonna get through it, man. Yeah, coffee is my best friend. I got the
Lifesaver.
21 ouncer. Yeah. Elle, how you doing? You're very quiet this morning, man.
Oh, I'm
Just
here.
taking it all in.
I'm taking it all in.
Yeah.
Taking none of it in. A little bit of both.
Okay. All right. Did you get much sleep last night?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Same. I'm like on an hour's sleep. If you can call that sleep.
4 hours, I think.
4 hours? Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles, how you doing?
But
How
don't
many
go-
hours of sleep did you clock in last night?
About 7.
Oh man, Charles, you're living, bro. Wow. I'm jelly. I need that. My man gets 7 hours of sleep a night and he reads all the books in the world. I don't know how you do it, bro. You're a machine, bro. You're an animal. But yeah, so you know what, guys? I think we're gonna get into it right away. So what we're announcing, guys, the finalists for the Nerdies next week, live Sunday, January the 9th at 11 a.m. Eastern. So you guys know we held a voting process. We had the nominations list open for a couple weeks. Voting's been closed for a couple days now. So we're announcing the complete list of finalists, including your guys, everyone's write-in votes. So let's kick it off, Elle. If we can share that presentation, man. Let's see who you guys wrote in as the finalists for each category here, man. Yeah.
I'm really curious.
Yeah.
Look, I just
You just
I clicked and I didn't realize what I was doing. I'm sorry.
Please, okay.
Mhm.
Let's pace ourselves here, madam. Live
That's a
Sunday,
difficult day.
January 9th, 11 a.m. Eastern. The Nerdies, the 2021 Nerdies Comic Book Awards show finalists. Here we go. Who did you guys vote in? Let's check this out, man. Let's check it out. So first category, best single issue. So you guys know already who the nominees were. The write-in, Human Target number 5. Human Target number 5. You guys wrote in.
Is that wait? Let's rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Oh, excuse me. Human
you
Target
go.
number 1. Human Target.
1 hour of sleep.
Yeah, but next time, send me the.
I know you told me
Close
not
enough.
to correct you on air.
Don't correct me on air.
My
Don't let that happen
apologies.
again. Yeah, don't let that happen. Please, we don't do that. And for everybody at home watching, man, for you guys, fine folks who are tuning in with us today. So we're gonna go through the list of nominees, and then we're gonna come back and we'll touch on a couple books in each category with Charles and my man Deviant here. So the write-in for best single issue, as decided by you guys, is voted by you guys. Human Target number 1. All right, next category. Best ongoing series. You guys voted in Nightwing. Hey, needed, I guess, a bit more Big 2 content in the award show, and I haven't read it myself, but you know what? Listen, I've heard nothing but great things about Nightwing. So Nightwing,
It's really good.
finalist. Yeah, I keep hearing good things, Deviant. So I might need to check that out.
Did the trade? I think the trade just dropped for
Yeah,
the first half.
yeah, it did.
Oh, really? Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Already? That seems very quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard that's good. I'm just not a big fan of Nightwing as a character, so I never really checked it out.
Yeah, I will say Bruno Redondo's art, man,
Beautiful.
it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, the art looks dope.
Yeah.
Very dynamic.
Yes, that's a great way to put that art. The action sequences, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great stuff. What do we got next, Elle? Best limited series. You guys chose to write in to vote in Eve. Eve is the write-in best limited series, the finalist in this category. And honestly, man, I'm happy to see this up there. It was one of my favorites this year. Just a five issue limited series, just a gem of a book. So excited to see that there. What do we got next? What's cooking? Best new series. Batman Urban Legends.
Ooh, that has been good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been reading those since the first issue. They are really good.
Okay. Because personally, I was a little surprised by this. I thought there was a lot of great books that could have been included. I'm not mad, though. Because Al, I think you were telling me there was a couple stories in particular that were just off the chain.
Yeah, I've been reading it since number 1 too, and just off top, that Chip Zdarsky's Red Hood story was just phenomenal.
Oh yeah, the Zdarsky Red Hood. Yeah. You've been telling me about that for a while.
Yeah, I would buy it I would recommend it just off of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be a couple stories that are like, whatever, don't care. But that Red Hood, it was special.
Quick question for you guys. Because I've been pulling it. I think they're like pulling it for you. They're like up to 10 or 11. Is this an ongoing or is it limited?
I don't know, to be honest. I think it is up to issue. I think 10 is the next one that'll be coming out, but I don't know if it's limited or.
Oh.
See, and I thought it was going to be even less than that. Like I thought it was
I
gonna be
did.
like a mini,
Mhm.
like
I
a
did
mini, and then it kept going, and I said, okay,
Yeah, I thought it was only going to be like 6.
yeah.
Okay. And my main man, Aaron Hall, good morning, buddy. thanks for coming through. He's letting us know Urban Legends has been very good here.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised with that book because I'm not a huge Batman guy. I mean, I normally read the spin-off Batman books. I don't pick up, Batman or Detective Comics, but all the spin-offs I usually check out, and Urban Legends really surprised me.
Dope. I might need to check that one out. What is our next category? Oh?
The Secret Files have been really good too.
Yeah, I never read those.
The Clown Hunter one is one of the best single issues this year.
Okay. I don't think I read that either. Cover Artist of the Year. Right in finalist is Maria Wolf. We got a lot of votes for Maria Wolf on this one. And listen, man, she's done some fantastic, crazy stuff, man. She's got a very unique style. So happy to see her up among these amazing finalists. And it's a plus. Latina creator, so always happy to support that. Yeah, man, you guys voted in Maria Wolf, the 5th finalist for Cover Artist of the Year. Writer of the Year. This is a biggie, man. A biggie. Rodney Barnes, shout out.
Nice.
Listen, I'm not even gonna play. Like, it was like he got like so many of those write-in votes. Like, he was obviously he's up here, so he got the most. But yeah, man, you guys are digging Barnes and what he's doing, rightfully so, man.
That surprises me. I thought for sure the write-in would have been Jeff Lemire.
Hey, honestly, if I'm being honest, there's a lot of that. Jeff Lemire could have been included. Who was the other one I was thinking had a shot at making it? Tom Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Tom Taylor was another one. He got votes. Surprisingly, I didn't see very many for Donny Cates.
None, actually.
None. Wow. That's why. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? But hey, Rodney Barnes, man. You know what it is, man? I think because Philadelphia's, they're like on 17 or 18 right now. As series go,
it's super good.
The hype kind of dies down a bit, right? But
not with that book.
It's still getting better in my opinion, man.
Yeah.
Right? It's so good. Deviant, are you reading?
I can't wait for the next arc.
Oh yeah. Amazing stuff, man. Amazing. Volume 3 was like
February, I think. For the next.
Yeah. February. Okay.
Yeah, February 23rd, I think.
Okay, man, I can't wait for that stuff. How he opened up that Philadelphia universe where he's taking that story, man. Ronnie Barnes is a G, bro. Let's just be straight up, man. He's crushing that one.
His Dynamite stuff is good too. The Army of Darkness.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, I think it could have easily fallen into like franchise trap, but it's actually really funny. It's really good. Yeah.
Okay.
That James Bond book is pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't checked that one out, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't heard much on that. It's good though, eh?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, cool. We have to.
I mean,
it's Brian, so. What's the next one? Interior Artist of the Year. You guys voted in Alvaro Martinez Bueno. Man, hype about that one. His interiors, beautiful. Love it. Him and Jordi Belair crushing the artwork on Nice House on the Lake, man. This is another one of those categories. We got so many different
that's so hard to choose.
It really is, man. It really is. But he cracked it. He cracked the final 5, man. So excited about that. Our next category, Colorist of the Year. Speaking of Jordi Belair, Simon Go. Shout out, my man from the Triple Threat team of Kiarn Tegan, Christian Dabari, Simon Go. Listen, guys, I'm telling you, you see those names, on the credits of a book, you pick up that book because they're putting out the heat, individually and as a team. Obviously, Tales Told in Techno Horror, Providence of Secrets, Providence of Madness. I think they did together as well. All right, right, man. So Simon Rowe, voted in by you guys, by the House of Nerd community, by the comic community. Hype to see him make the list. What else we got? Yo, check it out. Look at this. We got Keon in the live chats. My man, hey, listen, that was unscripted, unrehearsed. Didn't know you were in there, obviously. I swear to God, guys, for those watching at home, we had no clue he was in the live chats. Listen, it's just us being honest. When a creative team hits, they hit, man. So this is what we do on the house. We guys, we're gonna reiterate. We're gonna put you guys on to dope books, dope creative teams. Congrats. Congrats, Kian, man, to you, to Christian, to Simon. Very much well deserved, man. All the accolades you guys are getting, man. We're rooting for you. Letter of the year. Who was voted in? Elle?
Go ahead and have.
No,
Go ahead and pronounce it how you pronounce it.
Hey, give it a try.
Said in Canada, they pronounce Marshall.
Ma'am.
And apparently, he's never heard the name Marshall before. And I was like, really? That's like a fairly common name in America, but he had some trouble with that one.
Wow. It's too early to put me on blast.
He pronounced the A like A.
I won't hear it though.
I did
Marshall. Look, you guys, sports. I don't know a lot about sports, but he said, yeah, like Marshawn Lynch. And I said, I don't think that's right.
Listen, beast mode.
He said he plays for the. He said Marshall. He sounded like he was from Texas or something.
Oh man, hey, I can't even play. How would you guys, Deviant, Charles? How would you guys pronounce that name? Out of curiosity.
Marshall.
It's a regular name. It's not even like.
Yeah, just Marshall.
Marshall. Okay, man.
You haven't watched How I Met Your Mother?
Like Marshall Mathers.
Oh.
That's what I was telling him. I was like,
wow.
I was like the position, like the not the position, but like the authority. Yeah.
Embarrassing me in public, man.
Sorry.
You spoke about this.
Letter of the year.
Not in front of my friends.
Wow. Moving on, folks. Next category. Let's keep it moving. Best digital series. The writing Snow Angels from the creative team of Jeff Lemire and Jock is the artist on this one, correct though?
Mm-hmm.
Jock
For which did the Book of Evil got pushed because it was supposed to drop last week on Comixology, and then it was supposed to drop on the 31st, and I don't know when it's dropping now.
Okay.
I can't wait till they print these.
Dark Horse, keep your eye. Listen, Charles. I mean, we all know you're picking up these books, but you're gonna dig them, bro. You're gonna dig them. I know you're been waiting for the physicals. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on these, man. All bangers, man. Really, really, really good, man. Stuff. Honestly, one or two of these could have been included in like any of the other non-digital categories. Fantastic stuff, man. What do we got? What's next? Cover of the year. So these last four categories are the fan favorites. You guys had the opportunity to vote, have two write-ins. So the top two write-ins made these finalists. The write-ins being Moon Knight #1, Gerardo Zaffino, and I should have prepped up the covers for these ones. Listen, this Moon Knight, mint. I wasn't familiar with it. Got a lot of votes though. I went to check it out. Really great stuff. Deserving to be in the top 4, I think. And then Women of Marvel #1, Maria Wolf. Dope stuff. Maybe we'll post it on the socials for sure, so everybody can have a look at these amazing writings, these covers here.
Have you been reading Moon Knight?
I haven't, but I don't read much Marvel, to be honest.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's super good.
fire.
I heard it's good though. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
weird. Elle, did Moon Knight get many votes for any of the other categories?
Surprisingly, no. But for cover, it did, and that is something to think about because it has been very solid. And I always hear people talk about it. I've been reading it; it's good. So I was kind of surprised not to see it written in anywhere else.
Hey, thanks, Juan. Thanks for coming through, man. Yes. You have a good and safe week as well. Winners announced next week on the Nerdies, baby. I'll see you around, my man. Horror of the year, the write-ins, the Silver Coin, and DC Horror presents Soul Plumber. Silver Coin, I think I saw that one coming. Got a whole lot of votes. A surprise for me, anyways, was seeing how many people voted for Soul Plumber. That to me came out of nowhere. But
Soul
apparently,
Plumber is good.
yeah,
It is. It's very good.
It's
Okay.
fucking crazy.
So I've been sleeping on this. Deviant, have you been reading
Same.
Soul Plumber?
No, not this one. I read Philadelphia and the Autumnal, but not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's by the guys who do Last Podcast on the Left, which I'm actually not a fan of. I listen to podcasts all day, every day, but I'm not big on there. So I was kind of even hesitant to read the book because I was like, I don't really get their sense of humor and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was actually really good. Like that.
Oh, I think we're losing now. Is that just me?
She
Is
fell
that
asleep.
just me?
I fell asleep.
Oh yeah, your audio cut out there.
Well, I'm snowed in, so my snowed in.
But it's good though. Now we were testing out this new filter where
Anytime I have
YouTube is filtering out mid content. So clearly, Elle, pick it up, dear. Pick it up. All right. No, but yeah, Soul Plumber, guys. Very, very surprised by this one, but I got a lot of votes. So I think I need to check that one out. I think we got a couple more categories left here. Kickstarter of the year, the 2 write-ins as voted by you guys, Trakovi and Kiltopia. Man, this was another category that got a whole lot of different votes and options. But people are loving Trakovi, man. Hey, I got a whole lot of votes. Kiltopia as well. I know Elle. Haven't read Kiltopia. Have you checked that one out? Any of you guys read Kiltopia?
Nope.
No.
I've heard some people talk about it, especially some of the guys over at Pink Buzz. They were raving about it. I never actually went to look at it, but after we, did some background stuff on it for this, I have it in my cart for the first volume. It looks so good. The art is phenomenal. So I'm excited to check that out.
Okay. Cool.
And I like all of these. So Trakovi, I loved the Zombie Day, and then the creators behind all of them too. They're all super solid people. So
yeah. Elle is the in-house House of Nerd Kickstarter connoisseur here. So she says it's dope. I trust her, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check. So I haven't read Kiltopia, but I need to check that one out. And then last category. fan favorite of the year. You know, we came in with Mullet Cup, Tales Told in Techno Horror, and then as voted in by you guys, Homesick Pilots and the Me You Love in the Dark. Very happy to see Homesick Pilots. Homesick Pilots has been cool.
Yeah.
Homesick Pilots is great. I love Casper's art. I love that color palette, man. There's something about it. It pops off the pages, man. And it very much fits the story being told, you know? And then The Me You Love in the Dark. The fans love this book, man. The fans love this book.
I think so.
And you know,
The fans love it. The fan favorite people love it.
hey,
Homesick Pilots, you know what? I was looking at the dates for it, and I honestly, it feels like it's been out so much longer than 2021, and I think it's because it kind of further explored what they already had going in Limbo. If you've read that one,
no, I haven't.
He uses like that VHS tape idea monster, like it's kind of prevalent in Limbo, some of the same ideals and stuff, some of the same art, because it's the same team,
It's
so
the same creative team, is it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Homesick Pilots, it feels so familiar because I feel like Limbo was like testing the waters, but they knocked it out with Homesick.
Okay. So similar themes, almost feels like you'd say a continuation, eh?
Well, like maybe it could be in the same world, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Okay.
good morning, Cookie. Thanks for coming through. Hey,
This is the Cookie Favorite of the Year award.
let me throw that one back up in there. Myself and Elle, we saw, it made the cut, and we said, oh, we know someone who might be particularly happy to see the Me You Love in the Dark in there. Hey, listen, like we're saying, it got a lot of votes, guys. So you guys are digging it. Maybe myself and Elle are just. What are we missing, Al? What are we missing?
Oh, you don't have to include me in that.
Hey. So guys, those are the finalists for each category. Man, the voting's been closed. Next Sunday, January the 9th, live at 11 a.m., we're bringing to you the 2021 Nerdies Comic Book Awards show, guys. We are super excited for it, man. I mean, in all honesty, we've been, we're putting in a lot of work into this, so we hope you guys, you tune in, you check it out. We're excited. We got some cool people lined up to appear on the show. Creators, members of the community. We got a giveaway, so I think it'll be a fun time. Wouldn't you say, Al? Think so?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean,
man.
it might be. Who knows?
Maybe. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Man, there's a lot involved. We'll say that much. So live next Sunday, January the 9th. So let's get into a bit of a discussion here, guys. We're gonna touch in on one or two books in each categories, and myself and Elle, I think we're gonna take a little bit of a backseat here. Dragon and Deviant, two valued members of the community, they're gonna take the lead on this one a little bit, and you gentlemen, feel free to touch on one or two books in each category. Let us know your thoughts, or maybe just the category as a whole, what you're thinking, who you're thinking maybe deserves to take it. Easy peasy, guys, man. Let's keep it loosey goosey, as Elle likes to put it over here.
Is that
Um,
something I'm known to say?
Hey, you always say that all the
You-
time. That's your saying. I almost feel I feel like I'm hijacking it. That's your thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So can we reload? Can we rewind this joint?
Yeah, I was
start
trying to
to-
find those covers.
Yeah, I was like talking and talking, trying to keep it
What was
going.
the other cover? It was Moon Knight and
Yeah, Gerardo Zaffino and Maria Wolf, the women of
oh, that's right. That's right.
Marvel. Yeah.
So
You can
I know
take it
there's
out.
an easier way to do this. Okay.
Take it out and then put it back in.
This?
I mean, just start the slideshow from the beginning, yeah?
Oh, I didn't know you put in an end page.
I did, ma'am. I did. I did. If you had previewed the slides beforehand, we would've-
You're right. I think this is the cover for, or do you want me to just do the
Yeah, and when we get to it, when we get
Okay.
to that category, I think that makes sense.
Oh, hold on, I gotta
No problem. Whew. I think we're gonna have it queued up here in a second. Yeah, there we go.
oh no, maybe not.
Yeah. What's going on here, guys?
Why did
Oh, there you go.
started from the end
Nominee.
again?
Ooh, man.
Hold on, can I just click?
You're embarrassing me in public again. Elle.
Look,
Please.
the thing wasn't popping up with the numbers on the bottom.
I'm just playing. It's all good. It's all good. Don't even sweat it. So Charles Deviant, please, take it from here, guys. First category, best single issue. What are you guys thinking about this, man? You guys have any favorites? Any book in particular you guys would like to talk about?
Well, I know I voted for Philadelphia.
Go for it.
That's easily been my favorite series on the stands since it's been out. So that got my vote.
For best single issue, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Human Target has been really good so far, too. I'm really digging that book.
It's been great. Yeah. Deviant, what are you thinking, buddy?
I'm mixed. I love Carmen. It's a really, really good series and a really good issue by a fellow European, Spanish writer and artist. And it was first bande dessinée. And then thereafter, it was republished as a comic book. So I find it interesting. Many Death of Layla Starr, it's super good too. Radio Apocalypse, very good, but it's a number one. So I prefer to wait a little. Fantastic. I don't know. Maybe Carmen, because it really touched me. I found it really, really touching.
Honestly,
it's difficult. The only good titles.
Carmen number 3 in particular, man, what an issue. It really hits you. So this is the issue where you had you had this character and there's this fiance, this man who was about to propose to his girlfriend, had the ring in hand. He's crossing the street to go propose to her, and then whack, hit by a car, dies, doesn't realize he's dead, and Kata, the other main character, is trying to explain to him what's happening. Just honestly, such a heartbreaking issue. I think this one had me tearing up, man. To be honest. I mean, all of these are.
Yeah.
This is a heavy category. Like any one of these, really, man. It's tough. But yeah, for different reasons, these all deserve to be there.
Yeah, it's the cigarette issue, if I remember well. And same, it's super cool to read. It's a very interesting point of view to have in that issue. They're all super good. Really, it's a very difficult choice.
I love it. I love it. This
So
one's
the
tough.
first
This
time,
one's
I
tough.
think when Carmen was coming out, month to month, it frustrated me to the point where I just bought the European version so I could read it as a whole because I was like, I'm not liking these life choices or death choices depending on how you're looking at it. And so I went and I was like, no, I think, and like you said, it is interesting that they took it and then cut it up into issues because it cohesively it's such a solid story that
Yeah.
I didn't like it issue to issue, but as a complete, it's like it's fantastic. And even like with Laura, it's so good, but I would rather have it as like a whole as it was, created, as it was intended.
I reread.
Fun fact on Carmen.
Mhm.
A fun fact: it takes reference for the costumes for the suits of the angels. It takes reference on the an old Italian comic called Criminal with a K also, and even the cover of the first issue look a lot like the cover of Criminal, the old Italian comic. So it's funny. It makes reference to an old 70s comics.
Criminal, an Italian comic from the 70s, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I haven't heard of that one. What kind of what genre is that? What kind of a book?
It's, if I remember well, it's about Hest, and the main character he has the same type of suit with the bones, with the skeleton.
Oh, I got you. Okay. We might have to look into that one, eh? Okay. We have and we got Elwood over here saying he'd go with Human Target, most definitely, which I'm not even mad at, honestly. Like any one of these, really, that first issue does exactly what an issue number one is supposed to do. Just reeled you in with the story, with the pacing, with the art. I love it, man. I love it.
They all deserve.
Yeah. And then, hey, buddy, yeah. So voting's been closed a couple days now. Where were you, bro? We were like, I think on a daily basis. I figured you guys probably got sick of all our posts reminding everyone to vote. So, unfortunately, the voting is closed. But tune in next Sunday, buddy. Live, we're announcing all the winners, man. Next category, y'all. What do we got? What's good? Amy, I don't know.
Best ongoing series.
That's ongoing. Deviant, Charles, what are you guys thinking, man? Do you guys have a favorite in this one?
Philadelphia.
I ain't mad. Yourself, Deviant? Something you're leaning towards, perhaps?
That Texas Blood is fantastic. I have the first trade. It's a great book. Department of Truth, I started it. I'm really enjoying it. Daredevil, not yet, but Chip Zdarsky, I know he's doing a great work on it, so I have to put my eyes on it. Philadelphia, love it. It's really, 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 really good. And I love how he manages to, it's what I like. He really manages to have very deep themes, very political themes, but to tell a great story, to bring them in. And that's what I really enjoy. The way he manages to mix both. And Nightwing is really good. I'm very little disappointed because I'm still waiting for an overall story. Really the big shame, But each issue is still very good. But I'd say for me it's between that Texas Blood and Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia. Hey, you bring up a very good point, my man. How Ronnie manages to mix in those like political themes, right? And it's a deep book, man. I think more than people give it credit for. Would you guys agree?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just a lot. He's
And
touching on a lot
of gray. It's really smart. It's not a very black and white films. It's really a lot of gray between the two, with characters that evolve, that change over time. So it makes it even more interesting.
Absolutely. Layered, different themes. And I just realized, uh, he's got in one of the issues in volume 3, the firebombing. Oh, it was in the Elysium Gardens short story, the backstory, where they're firebombed their safe house in Philadelphia. That's based on a real events back in the 70s,
Okay.
when it took place, right?
I didn't know.
That I looked into. Yeah, so and he does that often, right? Like, he's got a lot of that like historical influences, right? Throughout Elysium Gardens and Philadelphia. So, man, I mean, I've been screaming at the top of my lungs, as have a bunch of others, about this book for years, man. Hey,
And the art.
Philadelphia.
We didn't talk about the art, but it's incredible.
Thank you. Yes. Don't forget about the art. Art's fantastic. Lewis, NCT, the colors, Jason Sean on pencils. How great is that team? How great is that team? I mean, honestly, right?
I mean, no disrespect to Rodney Barnes. I like the story for Philadelphia, but if every issue was silent with just Jason's art, it would still probably be my favorite book, because he's just phenomenal.
Killer. This one page is probably, I mean, it's think about it. It's so hard for a singular page out of the hundreds of books, in Charles's case, millions of books that we read each year. But that one, I forget which issue it is, but it's the headshot of the main character, Jimmy Sangster Jr., and he's got like that space background.
Yeah,
when he's traveling to like the afterlife, right? The coloring, it just, man, that creative team, just you guys are killing it, man. You guys deserve to be up there. Glad to hear that you guys are digging it as much as you do, and good point bringing up the different layers, the different themes, guys. Yeah, we got Elwood. He's still out. He's still that was the pre. He's still out. He wants to push Human Target. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm not mad.
They're all good.
Yeah, I'm with it.
There's no bad apple here.
Yeah.
I mean, with the exception of Nightwing, only because I don't read it. I read all the other books on this list. I mean, any one of them could win. They're all great.
Honestly, for sure.
Yeah.
And then he's saying Philadelphia and that Texas blood tie. I think echoing your sentiments, Deviant. You're liking Killa and Texas.
Oh no, but that new arc of Department of Truth, it came out so strong.
Yeah.
That last issue is one of my favorite single issues of Department of Truth. I think it was 14?
Yeah.
They're on 14 already, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
And this Daredevil run has been awesome. I mean, it's over now, except for Devil's Reign, but that whole Zdarsky Daredevil run is great.
Yeah,
I hear only good things about it.
Yeah, I've only read the first volume, but I need to. That's like one of the very, very few Marvel books that I've made the effort of reading, and that first volume was like, it was like top tier, man. What's our next category, huh?
Best limited series.
Best limited series, guys. I was very happy to see Eve included in here. You guys wrote it in. What are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' thoughts on this category?
All of these books are great too. I mean, the standout would probably, for me, would be Swamp Thing. I mean, that one kind of took me by surprise. I was always, a Swamp Thing fan, but when I started reading this, it really made me like the character a lot.
Yeah.
Home was really good. I really enjoyed that story. Carmen was that book. Carmen, that's another one. That book could have been a silent issue for the whole series, and it still would have told a powerful story.
Speaks to the strength of Gia March, who's the artist and writer on that book, man. Very much telling a story just with the visuals, man. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. The detail in the artwork.
It's a powerful book.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one I haven't read Eve. I'm waiting on the trade to come out for that so I can check it out.
Same.
Which is weird, because issue 5 came out like, I want to say in August. It's been like August now, maybe September, right? But it's been finished for some time. So, boom, what's happening, man? Hit us up with the trade for
Must
Eve.
be due to that paper shortage or something.
Crazy. Yeah. So you're saying, Charles, maybe Swamp Thing your favorite in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm guessing Deviant, sir, you're probably going with Carmen? Yeah.
Yeah, but something I haven't read the series yet because we're waiting for the trade in France. It comes out in May, but I've read the Future State he did, and it was on my top three of all the Future State story. It was incredible. I loved it. So I can't wait to read the whole series. I like the films, but it's too YA for me. On the writing, even on the art, I love what it talks about, but it wasn't really for me. But I'm not the public, I think, for the book. So, but it's very well done. Yeah, Carmen, Manilef of Lila Star. Something I know I will love it. I know in advance I will totally love it. But yeah, I'll say Carmen for here.
Carmen. Hey, I love Carmen, man. Carmen's so good. And that's interesting. Right. This is the first time I've heard it, but I can see it. You're saying home a little bit on the YA side for you, eh?
Yeah,
I think maybe the art style. Yeah, I can see.
Well, and to be honest, so is Eve.
Eve, yeah. Eve too.
Eve, I loved Eve. I wish they were a little bit less giving on some of the variant covers, because I felt like they sexualized her a lot on some covers, and I'm like, she's supposed to be like, what, 10, 12?
11 or something.
And they kept some of the covers kept drawing her with like really tiny waists and like like curves, and I was like, what is happening here? What is this? And I get it, because the content is like the source content. It is cool to see like, this badass, person, but I'm like, yeah, also she's a child. Like, chill.
Yeah.
And
what was her teddy bear's name? Was it Teddy or was it, did I just make that up? Or
no, it was Winston.
Yeah.
Wexler.
Yeah.
Wexler.
Like, it's visually such a cool book, but I wish that they had reined in some of those covers. And I'm not prude, but I ain't like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I hear that.
But that was Boom, right?
That was Boom, correct.
Boom kind of just is like whoever wants to.
Yeah. What is our next category? Let's keep this one moving. Best new series. Best news. This one's tough. This one's
some very good ones here.
Yeah. I think what makes this one is they're all so different from one another, man. They're all so different from one another. You guys have any favorites? Anything you're leaning towards?
Oh, several.
I really like Darling.
Go for it, Charles.
I can't figure out. I just have a suspicion that Darling is just all one big trip that this dude's having. Like, none of it's actually happening for real. It's all in his mind.
Yeah. And actually, same thing. And we were lucky enough to have the Darling creators. I think a couple months now. Yeah, a couple weeks back, somewhere not too long ago. But on the reread for that series, I think on the very first or maybe the second page, the narrator of the story, he says point blank, something along the lines of, "This is not a true story." So
Okay.
leads me to believe that most, if not all, of the story is just some kind of a trip, a drug-induced,
Yeah.
fantasy, right? But what a fucking book, man! Honestly, dude, what a book. I mean, I can't say enough good things about that. Deviant, which book did you mention that you were saying you were kind of digging the most or leaning towards?
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't read Darling. Blue Flame. I really wait for Blue Flame for the next issues to really understand what is happening. But I'm really in. Gégère is really good. I love the art style. I love the world he's building. He has Hokuto no Ken side in it. I don't know if you see that post-apocalyptic thing. Shadecraft, really liked it. A simple story, but I love the art style for the shadows, and the characters are very likable. That family, the brother and the sister, I really love the character. So it's tough. Batman Urban Legends, I only read a few of them. So yeah, it's really between, I'd say between Jaeger and Shadecraft. Blue Flame, I need to know more to really be able to say what I think of it. It's very interesting, very. It takes my curiosity, but I still need to know a little more. So yeah, between Jaeger and Shadecraft for me.
Okay. Geiger and Shadecraft for Deviant. Blue Flame, I would agree. It's a complex story. It's a complex story being told. For me, the best superhero story out of any of them, and that's including Big Two, is great stuff, man. You're a big fan of Shadecraft, eh?
No, Blue Flame and I would Geiger, Darling. I liked Shadecraft,
Oh, I thought okay.
but like they announced that it was being adapted before it even dropped, like on Netflix. And so I feel like it like Deviant said, it is a very simple story. The characters are what make it interesting. The idea of using shadows and stuff like that is cool. And I did like how the family played into that, and the reveals through that. Blue Flame is just my favorite book to get depressed over. It's so depressing, and I love it. Like it's so heavy and
Heavy.
Geiger. I collected the single issues, but I didn't actually read them until the 6 were out, and it just blew me away. Like I think I even cried a little bit at one point.
Yeah.
I think they're making a second arc for Shadecraft, aren't they?
See, now I was under nobody. I haven't seen anything official, but I'm like, there's no way this is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's really open for a second arc.
Yeah, this is gonna be especially they already announced an adaptation, and the way it ended, I was like, there's no way this is just done. And it was going to second, third printings and stuff. They're gonna get their money on that. That's not over.
Yeah.
That's good.
It surprises me that I mean, I don't know. I really enjoyed it, but I'm surprised Noctera wasn't on this list.
Yeah. Noctera could be there. Noctera could be there.
That's right.
I think it did get some votes, to be honest.
I think I dropped it after number 3, 4.
Yeah.
Really?
It was just too procedural. Like it wasn't innovative enough, I guess. It felt like every other Snyder book.
Hey, I will say about Snyder's stuff, I do prefer his Comixology originals. I love it, man.
Yeah, there are some really good stuff.
Oof. Night of the Ghouls, Clear. He's killing it, really. His creator-owned stuff is...
We'll talk about it, but there is one I fell in love with.
Uh-huh. Which one is that?
We'll talk about it. We're soon there. It's in the nominees.
It's in the digital. It's in the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cover artist of the year. cover artist of the year.
And
You guys
I
voted
have
in
the
Maria Wolf. I think that's for the next category for the covers, Elle.
oh
Yeah.
good
okay.
looking out. I almost took this out.
It's okay. You guys have a favorite?
On this list or just personally?
I mean, the list personally. I mean, hey,
Personally, I'm a big fan of
who's not included here that you thought maybe should have been included?
In Hugh Lee.
Okay, he got votes. He got votes.
He's one of my favorite cover artists.
Yep.
Libra, I like his work a lot.
Bermejo's sick, man.
Yeah,
and he's honest. Personally, he's growing on me too. He's growing on me, yeah.
And Kale, like I said, he's doing like the cardstock covers for the Teen Titans United run that's going on right now. Those are the ones I've been getting. They're pretty dope.
Okay. Kyle, yeah.
Yeah, for me, the Moon Knight cover are super good. I'd say Batman the Imposter. I love those covers too. Andrea Sorrentini made a fantastic job. There are a lot. I'm bad with names, so it's more about comics.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, the covers are killing it. And yeah, a lot of. I love too many artists.
This is one of the categories that got so many different write-ins. Man, Elle, who are some of the others off the top of your head that got? Because there was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, man.
It was a lot, and I think a lot of the write-ins I felt were more like series oriented versus like people who just do covers. Yeah. So it was interesting to see that pie chart. It was very, but Maria Wolf, like I wasn't surprised by the names that were on there that were like specifically cover artists.
We got Mirka Andolfo, George Corona, Felipe Andrade, Peach Momoko, Dan Mora, Jenny Frizen, Art Germ, Marco Cicchetto, George Fornes, a lot, so many. Yeah. So many. Hey, I always love seeing love for Gary Frank. Geiger's dope, guys. Gary Frank, he's a legend. He's a GOAT, man. Very few that can fuck with him right now, interiors wise, man. His pencils are like something else. Shall we keep it moving now?
You see his cover for the new issue of Justice League Incarnate?
Oh my god, bro! Let me see if I can pull that one up.
Oh, now you want to do the work.
Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up. I'll pull up. Like, dude, no. But it's on.
No, he's motivated.
Whoa. I'll pull that up. Elle, you keep it moving.
Writer of the year.
Oh.
I love every writer.
Yeah, same. I only have respect for the 5 of them.
Yeah. I don't think I've read anything from either one of them that I didn't like.
I
was trying to think of what other write-ins we had.
I'd say MV because it's really someone I discovered at DC, and he's doing a great job on his different books, be it on the big two or in indies, and he's managing his career in a fantastic way, and many different books. I really love what he's doing. I think he's really a smart guy on how he's pulling his work. So yeah, I might say MV.
Oh yeah, some of the other people that were written in were Tom's Taylor and Tom's King, both Toms. Matthew Rosenberg, Philip Kennedy,
Yeah,
Johnson, Mark Russell.
I love what Spurir did on Way of Fix also.
Mhm.
Very cool book. Lemire, there are a lot.
Yeah,
And I
Lemire.
think I saw the hardcover for May's book is not about to, but I was like, I saw the price on that and I said, oh, they went straight for the hardcover, $30. And Sergio, I think I asked you last night, did May's book 5 did come out?
Yeah, it came out
Book
last.
5 dropped this week. Yeah.
It's so weird because like Comixology changed the date on it, and League of Comics and a couple other places, they're all saying it doesn't come out until like January 12th or something.
So what happened actually is that got shipped early to some shops. So it's technically not supposed to drop till, I believe, a week or two.
Because when I tell you somebody spoiled it on Twitter and they're like, oh, if you, I'm like, how did, and it's not even like the first issue or second, but you're gonna go like straight and be like, oh, the conclusion to this, and I was like, wow, you just don't care.
Really, eh? Oh man, that's not cool.
I'm like, that was rude.
That's not cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Don't do let me see if I can share this image real quick. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
So that's Gary Frank's Justice League Incarnate pencils. Like, I mean, I don't even know what to say to this. Like, how does someone do that, bro? That's just, that's unreal. And then if you've seen like the colored version with Brad Anderson's colors, like, just stupid ridiculous, man.
It's beautiful.
He's one of the best to do it, man. You can't really. Nobody's on his level, I don't think.
Are you reading that, Sergio?
What's that, bud?
Justice League Incarnate.
No, I'm not. I think only 1 or 2 issues have come out, right?
Yeah. I think issue 3 comes out Tuesday.
It's good stuff. Should I be reading?
Yeah, I think it's a really cool story.
Okay, I'll check it out. I mean, just. I mean, I'm gonna grab that cover. That's sick. Cookie, avoid those spoilers for sure, man. Because most people aren't gonna get it for a week or two. It's tough. Shit, that sucks. It sucks, all. You know.
Yeah, because I was like, I thought maybe I overlooked it, and I'm just like, I don't. And then I went on Comixology, and I'm like, oh, I'll just buy the digital. Nope. I was like, maybe. Like maybe I'm looking at it wrong, and then when you go on Amazon, even it's like they have the trade before even the singles, and I was like, y'all tripping.
Wow.
Yeah, there was another book that some guy on Twitter was asking me about. That he was asking me how I got it. I said, I don't know. My shop had it. It was a book that I had ordered. Was it? And I guess it wasn't supposed to come out yet. Now I can't remember which one it is.
Oh, curious. Hey, listen, we're living in strange times with like, publishers switching distributors and shortages and things getting delayed. Like, I don't remember a time period in the last 5 years, 6-7 years that really it's a crapshoot what's being released week to week, man.
And I think even
delays and everything, and just it's nuts.
Red Room trigger warnings was supposed to come out, I think this month, because I had pre-ordered some covers. Like I've already paid for them, and then now I'm seeing like, oh, it might not come out until March, and I was like, run me my money back a little bit though, because I didn't know I was going to be waiting that long.
I didn't know that got delayed.
Yeah, I think it says like March now or something, or January something. I don't know, but when I saw the date, and I don't even know what to trust anymore, because even from site to site it's different. From previews to league, the dates will be different now, and then even like I think the only ones that have been consistent are like Lunar, but not Scout, minus Scout.
Is this a hot take, guys? We got Elwood. Oops, wrong one. He's going with Jacob Phillips for interior artist. of the year in this category. I mean, I don't think it's a hot take. Any one of these guys deserves it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, but
No,
who are you guys?
there's
Who
no
are you
take.
guys going with? Any favorites, guys?
I think I voted for Gary Frank.
Gary Frank?
Yeah.
I
I mean, but they're all. I
love Jacob Phillips' style.
knew the name. I just can't think of the book.
Jacob.
Who's that, Charles?
That Alvaro Martinez. I know I've seen that name before.
Nice house.
Nice
on the
House
Lake.
on the Lake.
Oh, okay.
Nice House
Okay.
on the Lake. Yeah. Yeah. Which
Yeah,
is
I like-
funny because for the art for this category, he got a lot of votes, but the book itself, I didn't see it come up too often
Mm-hmm.
as a
Think-
writing.
I think everybody's pissed off about the hiatus in between the next issue.
Maybe it could be. It could.
I
be.
would, you know what? I would have put number 4 in the best single issue, the comedian issue. That's one of my favorite issues from last year.
Yeah, that book has been dope though. I really like that story.
Really good. I dig that. Yeah. for
That was
sure.
probably one of the best number ones of last year.
Mhm.
Hooks you, right? What
Oh,
else
yeah.
did hooks you? I was sold. Which is weird because I saw a few people, actually more than a few people, saying they were unsure about it after issue 1, and I'm like, are we reading the same thing? Like it completely. Honestly, I feel like it does what it needs to hook a reader for an issue number 1, right? I mean, I don't know. Might just be me, but Deviant, you said, did I hear you say you're digging Jacob Phillips?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm digging all of them, but
Yeah.
it's true that I discovered Jacob Phillips and I really love his style.
Yeah.
Felipe Andrade made a fantastic work. I'm digging it. Gary Frank, we talked about him, of course. There are only great artists in there. But yeah, for that year, I'll say Jacob Phillips and Felipe Andrade.
Yeah, I love Felipe's work in Layla Star. It's so elegant.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful,
beautiful.
man. Oh,
Mm.
the color
Colorful,
palette as
beautiful.
well. My goodness. Yeah. Agree wholeheartedly. What's the next category, Elle? Colorist.
Mhm.
Simon Gold is the write-in for this one. Amazing coloring on works such as Tales Told, Provenance of Secrets. Who are you guys feeling for this one? Who are you guys rooting for?
I think
I'm so bad with names.
Oh, Lewis does
Go for it, Charles.
Philadelphia. Jordy does Nice House. Kurt Michael Russell does Blue Flame. Brad Anderson does Sergio. Go.
Brad Anderson was on Geiger.
Yeah,
He
guy.
Mhm.
He works on a lot of DC books, right?
Mhm. Yeah. And
He
then
works often with Fabok and Mr. Gary Frank.
okay.
Yeah.
And then Simon.
Alice Anderson. Then.
Mhm.
I love the coloring on Geiger.
Oh, yeah. It was great stuff.
Yeah.
Charles, do you have a favorite book?
They're all great, but I'm biased towards Philadelphia, so I went with Lewis because it really makes Jason's art look even better.
Yeah.
Then Jordy, the colors when they do Walter in the other shape.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Honestly, man, Jordy's stuff is mint.
Mhm.
So I'm not reading Black Widow, but
Oh,
I saw her work on Black Widow. Oh,
It's wonderful.
Wow. It is amazing. And I don't know how it's like you're reading it and like the colors almost got like a sheen, a gloss to it. This kind of filter. I don't know how to explain it, but it pops. It's so good. She's awesome.
It's on my list. Huh?
Yeah. Jordy's great. Next category. Let's keep it moving.
Mhm.
Letter of the year.
I think this one is important because letterists, colorists, they don't always get the credit they deserve, man. You know what I mean? Even we're going through different sites, checking out these books. They're not credited at all. Sometimes it's just the writers, not even the artists. But usually, typically, the artist, the writer, letters, colors. What letterers do, they can enhance a book, or bad lettering can honestly detract from a book. Right? It can be jarring. So we got some love and appreciation for the craft of lettering. Man,
it's interesting because which book BDK is working on?
Aditya's done
Department of Truth is, I think, the biggest.
Yeah.
Because BDK, if I remember well, it's the only book where you have the four names, one side of the other. You have the writer, the artist, the colorist, and the letterer on the same line, and I found it well interesting. It's the only book who did that did that.
Yeah, I think that's probably in part due. Like he's done books with Ram, right? And I think those books that he's on with Ram, his credits are right there on the front page, right? As it should be, really. As it should be.
I think just off of name recognition, I would buy anything Hassan and Aditya do. But Hassan, especially, like the way he had, like when he does urgency and he does like those full bubbles filled with one word. That's like one of my favorite artistic choices he makes in lettering. And I think it was in The Walk. It was a TKO short that dropped last year. He has one that's really well done. And then the one in Chicken Devil where he's like, don't throw up, don't throw up. That's like, those are like two of my favorite lettering things from last year.
He's so good.
He's on a lot of books. I think out of most of the books I read, I see his name a lot, and I see World a lot as the letterer.
Yeah. These guys are nominated for a reason. They're the biggies. I mean, the amount of stuff that Hassan is on is insane.
Yeah, tons of books.
It's like it almost feels like, excuse me, every other book is lettered by him. He's a machine.
And then I feel like it kind of spoils you too when it's like somebody who's like maybe not as passionate because it's like oh, I wish Hassan was lettering this, or even Aditya, because Department of Truth, the journaling pages and some of like the handwritten, because I know he actually did the physical handwriting for the journals in the Bigfoot issues. And it's so good. Like, it's so good. And so now when I read comics and they have like inserts from journals or memos and stuff, and it's like not on the same tier as that, I'm like, you guys could have really knocked this out. And it's disappointing because we see it's possible. Even in Nice House on the Lake.
Yeah.
I think World does Nice House.
Yes.
Even the handwritten stuff in that, it's so good. And so I think as a whole, they all need to come together and do that kind of stuff.
Hey, listen, Elwood.
It's very high expectations.
A lot of stuff in the 90s didn't go right in comics, so I'm not even mad at your comment. But yeah, that was an interesting time. But yeah, I mean, for me in particular, I think the last probably 2-3 years, I've really gained an even better deeper appreciation for letterers, man. You're reading something and you can really see how there's one book, I'm not gonna name it in particular, one of my favorites, really, okay, from this year, and the lettering, it was just so basic, it felt like a cut and paste job, and it detracted from me from what the book could have been as a whole, right? So shout out, respect to all these dope guys. Curious to see who wins that one, man. Yeah. Oh, what do we have next?
Best digital series.
Okay. Who you guys going with? Who you guys going with? This one's tough. Oh yeah, Charles, that's okay.
I think I read the first issue of Snow Angels because I had like a free 30-day thing for Comixology, and I really like that. But other than that, I haven't read anything else on here.
Fair enough. We'll kick it off to Mr. Deviant. What do you think, man?
I've read everything except Snow Angels. I have, for me, really clear. I love the concept of clear. I love the idea of it. I love the fact of what it makes possible for the artist. Just to sum up the thing, it's in the future. It's kind of cyberpunky, and people have some kind of thing that makes them see what they want. They can choose the type of world they see. If you want to be in a Western, if you want to be, so it's the real object, physical, but you'll see them in a particular setup. And the artists play a lot with the concept. So you have those pages with little part. A little part will be a Western. A little part will be futurist. A little part will be something like a child drawing. So it's incredible to see. I think visually, I really enjoyed it a lot. Night of the Ghoul is really cool. It's more classic, but I dig the concept. Very interesting. The art is great too. All Nighter. It's funny because All Nighter, if you look at it, it's the same concept ID as the Department of Truth in some way, but it makes you see how different stories you can make with the same starting ID. So I find it very interesting in that regard.
Yes.
But yeah, really, my heart goes to Clear. I love that ID.
Man, listen, Deviant, honestly, I love hearing your thoughts. Number one, Clear. That issue number one. Gorgeous. Francis Manapul.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow. Just magnificent stuff. I think of all the books, I'd love to see this adapted. I think visually speaking, it would be something next level for like TV or film. And Elle, actually, you shared a thought with Deviant. You said the exact same thing about the same kind of concept of the all-nighter and Department of Truth.
Even
right?
but it's funny that these were all created for digital. All-Nighter is the only one I felt Comixology formatted properly for a digital read. Like they're because I don't know how you read them, if you read them page by page or panel by panel, but the panel by panel for the all-nighter, it flows so good. Like and even like the page turners, like sometimes it'll be like black screen because they're like building up the intensity of the next moment, and it's so well done. But the all-nighter, no, it was, I think I probably did say the same thing.
I remember, and to be honest,
There's another, it's funny, it is funny that you said that though, because I was just saying the other day that there was a book that was like Department of Truth-esque that like came out and like it finished in like what, 1 or 2 books, but I can't remember what book it was, but it was like the same thing, and I'm like, oh, they got in and got out.
Yeah.
Lost Falls, I like atmospherically. I really like the vibes in that book. It's so good. And Night of the Ghoul, I haven't read past the first issue of that.
Wow, for shame.
I mean, I haven't skimmed past the first issue because I skimmed that one too.
For shame.
I know.
Man. Francesco Francovilla's art, I love it, bro. I love his color palette. It's so good, man. And that's why, folks, Mr. Dragon Ranger, when I tell you Night of the Ghoul, Clear, All Nighter, these books, they're honestly, bro. I'm excited for you when you check them out in physical. You're gonna love it. I know you will, buddy. I know you will. It's good. It's good reading, folks. Mr. Ruben Gomez in the chats here. Art for Clear, agreed. Fan-fucking-tastic.
I will buy it a second time in physical. You can be sure of it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Cover of the year. So I think we're down to our last 4 categories. We're getting there. These are all the fan favorites. And Elle, I believe you have the 2 images.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
If you want to just talk.
Absolutely, of course. Hey, you guys check out my new. I got this one for Christmas. Let me know if you guys can see it in the camera. How cool is this? A little throwback to the. You guys see that?
Nice.
You see my booty too? Can you see
I don't say he's only doing that to show his crack.
A little twerk.
Yeah,
I've been squatting, so I'm trying to show off the glutes.
Seeing Sergio the whole show, I just see a black screen.
Oh shit! Oh man, that's good.
In good shape.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Oh man.
Ooh,
this is the Moon Knight cover.
I'm seeing that.
So this was heavily written in by the fans. Mint.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I was not familiar with this until you guys voted it in. Gerardo Zavino.
What was that? An incentive cover, or was that like a website exclusive or something?
It was like a regular variant, man.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, like that's crazy, bro. I love that.
And then
yeah, it's beautiful.
Hold on, I forgot how to share the screen. It's been like 2 seconds. Hold on.
Okay.
And then here's
It will come back.
The Maria Wolf cover.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Maria's got a very distinctive style, all of her own. Great stuff.
Magic is one of my favorite characters. So as soon as I saw that, I had to buy it.
Oh, you've got it, eh? Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she does some crazy
I
stuff.
like your take on it.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Women of Marvel was who did it? Was it Kale?
Oh, the background is crazy.
Yeah. Look at the detail. Unreal. Yeah.
I think she did the cardstock variant for this past issue of Refrigerator Full of Heads too.
Oh, I missed that one. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's got like a big wolf face on it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, I like that. I have that. I don't know what Women of Marvel is even about. I'm gonna be honest with you. But when I saw Ji Huang Lee's cover with Scarlet Witch on it, you know what cover just dropped, and I got it like day one, was that new Hulk or She-Hulk. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I did. Yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So good.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
I was like, because when I was looking at it on my phone when I first saw it, and I was like, oh, this would be so cool if her eyes were green. And then I actually looked at it on the computer, and her eyes are green. I was like, oh, pre-order.
Yeah. I think, did you order that with me? I think you did.
No, that's a store exclusive.
Oh,
I got it at Frankie's. Yeah.
Wow, going behind my back. I see.
It was
No loyalty. Wow.
I don't even want to tell you how much I spent on it.
Wow. Okay. Let's keep it moving.
I think it was like $50 for the
Never mind.
$49.99 or something for like this set.
Oh, that's disgusting, bro. Wow.
Well,
Really?
It's funny because they can do.
It was one of the covers I saw, and I was like, "There's no way I'm not gonna get this."
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's funny because in my country you can do that. You can't have a different price from the. There's a law for it, so you can have a different price from the one on the cover of a book.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah. The publisher decide the price. It's on the book. And every store, even Amazon or anything, they have to have the same price for that same book. You can't do otherwise.
I'm with that. I dig that because even
incentive covers I wish I could get.
I might have to hit you up, Deviant, for some of those covers. You get them those French dogs. They ship them over to your buddy in Canada, man. That's crazy.
We
Yeah.
can discuss that.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do we got next? I think we're down to our last couple categories here, guys. We're almost done. We're
Oh,
almost done.
one sec.
If Elle gets her shit together, we can.
If
kick
you
off.
could tell, I was trying to find a She-Hulk cover.
Horror of the year. This one was a biggie, guys. This one was a biggie. The Silver Coin, DC Horror presents Soul Plumbers. What are you guys thinking? Do you guys have a favorite in mind?
I voted
Charles?
Philadelphia. They're all great though. The thing I like about the Silver Coin is I love how they're always swapping in and out creative teams. That's pretty dope.
Yep.
And the Autumnal was an incredible read. I really like that series. And so far, Soul Plumber it's just been chaotic and entertaining. I love it too.
That's awesome. Our man Elwood, he's going Philadelphia hands down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I ain't mad. Deviant, would you say you have a favorite in mind?
Yeah, I've read two of them. You've put DC Horror Soul Plumber in my radar. I have to read it. I haven't read yet The Silver Queen, but yeah, Philadelphia. The Autumnal is very good. I love the atmosphere and the ambience. It will make a great movie, clearly. But yeah, I go with Philadelphia, clearly. Really my favorite. But the Autumnal is a really cool read. I can't wait. We just have the last issue coming soon, so I can't wait for the end of that story.
Oh, you guys are just getting it now in France, eh? Wow.
There's only one issue left for Autumnal, so yeah, really I can't wait for it. But yeah, Philadelphia is fantastic. It's killing it. So
Yeah. Not mad. I think we got one more category, or
I'm surprised Vampire the Masquerade wasn't on there.
you know what? We'll talk about that. There's a couple books there that I felt like, man, we didn't see too many votes. Yeah. Kickstarter of the year. I'm not sure how many of these you guys have read. Are you guys familiar with any of these?
I'm familiar with. I've heard of all of them, but the only one I actually purchased was Zombie Date Night.
Yeah, which is honestly so good, man.
Yeah,
my first ever Kickstarter purchased, and I honestly couldn't have been more pleased. Such a fun story, so good, entertaining.
Yeah, I kind of went hard on Kickstarters last year. I think I backed like 20 something.
yeah, I backed a bunch of them as well.
Okay, you guys are. I don't know how you guys do it. Deviant, did you have a chance to check out any of these?
now the thing is, being outside of the US, the cost for delivery are crazy high to purchase that kind of books. So I'm more on the European Kickstarters.
Yep.
I have
like
to wait
if it's
for
out of
them
if it's out of country, I usually
Go
just
for
get the
it.
digital. Because
Yeah.
I usually just get digital if it's out of the US, because the shipping costs are usually so high. Even the like the Canadian, like Tricovy, even like it's coming from Canada. Some of the shipping costs on them, I'm paying as much for shipping as I am the book, and it's not. So I just get digital.
Hey, not mad. Elwood, Zombie Day Night. Oh, you haven't had the chance to read it. You're gonna enjoy it, buddy. If you enjoyed Slowpokes,
Yeah, that was.
Personally, I think this is that much. I love Zombie Date Night. Sincerely, man.
Okay.
Entertaining. And even I suggest, honestly, I think, so you're the expert. Are people able to still get digitals on these from the Kickstarter side, or how does that work?
It's up to the creator.
It depends.
Campaign.
Like I wanted the Eric Canet with his Arcatena. There was no digital, so I was a little disappointed.
Oh, okay. And for those who if you guys watching on the replay, you're still in the live chats. We dropped an interview. I think it was earlier this week with the creators of Zombie Date Night, Steve Urania, and his new Kickstarter, Misty Graves. They're doing a book called Ex Machina. So check out the interview. It was a lot of fun, man. We had fun with those guys. Yeah. Al gets into you're gonna see might hear some first date horror stories. So if you haven't checked out that interview, check it out. Hit up our channel. Hey, thanks, Cookie. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So you're familiar with some of the horror stories, man. We get into all kinds of stuff. We get into what else did we get into, El?
Whether or not Misty was a serial killer.
Tune in to find out. What I think we touched on half chubs and full chubs.
Oh yeah, that was in reference to slow pokes.
Stop lying, man. That was just you being.
That was just you saying you got a chub looking at the Christmas pages. I don't know why that was in your vocabulary that day, but
alrighty. But yeah, it was honestly that was one of the more fun interviews, man. Super chill guys. Check it out, guys. Final category. I promise we got one more. What do we got here? Fan favorite of the year. I think this one's a little special because anything goes here, right? Any book, any category, and it's voted on by you guys. The two writings, Homesick Pilots, The Me You Love in the Dark. What are you guys thinking?
I really liked Mullet Cop. That was a fun story. I wouldn't mind seeing a continuation for that.
Yep.
I'm excited for Tales Told in Techno Horror Number Volume 2. That's going to be great.
Oh yeah.
Homesick Pilots has been awesome since the first issue. The Me You Love in the Dark, I liked it, but I mean, I didn't think it was, phenomenal or nothing.
Cookie's still in the live chats, buddy. Be careful now.
I just think they rushed it. The first couple, it just seemed like once they got to issue 3, like halfway through 3, they were just trying to hurry up and get it over with.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Now that you say that, yeah, I felt like the buildup was so slow, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom.
It's like crammed it down your throat. Like, this is what's happening. This is the way it's going to be.
The art was phenomenal, though.
Oh yeah, the art was great.
The art visually beautiful. Story, it's one. How you said it could have been a silent book. It could have been a silent book, and I would have preferred it. That might have been book of the year for me without the story.
Even if they would have extended it to like 8 issues, I think it would have been a lot better.
Okay, so felt a little rushed to you. Maybe an extra issue could have benefited. Deviant, do you have you had the chance to check any of these finalists?
No, I'm waiting for them. I wanted them in trade or in physical, so I have to wait a little. Not yet released here.
Okay. All of these, man, honestly, I can't.
Cookie, so did the girl in the book, am I right?
I can't recommend these enough, man. These are great. Mullet Cop, to me, I think probably the one that surprised me the most in a good way. Is just what a kooky story. You know what I mean? Charles, how else would you describe that? Like, just it's insane.
Yeah,
but it works.
Yeah. Like, I bought it just based on the summary alone. I was like, oh, this sounds like it would be entertaining, and it just exceeded my expectations reading the book.
It was so. I mean, you have you have a mall cop with a mullet. You have a big bad villain who's like an 80. Oh, I don't know if it's. She's like 80 years old. She's wheelchair bound, and I think she shoots lasers from her eyes or some crazy. I don't know, all kinds of craziness, man.
That sounds fun.
It honestly, fun is the best way to describe it. Yeah, it's one of those books. Don't take it too seriously. Just take it for what it is. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
A good palate cleanser. If you're reading a lot of heavy material, heavy books, it's fun, man. Yeah, I dig it. Mullet Cup was great. Hey, thanks to everybody who just kind of jumped into the live chat here. We got Horror Geek Mel. Yeah, what's going on? Thank you for coming through. Spawners,
Hello.
my man. Hey, probably the biggest Spawn fan that I know in the comics community. Spawners, man, is always posting some dope Spawn art. And we got Joey coming through. What's up, baby? Appreciate you coming through. Hey, I'm with you on Mullet Cop. It's dope. It's dope. I comment on comments. Thank you, sir, for coming through. Appreciate it. Hey, man, whenever you come through, whether you guys come watch the live shows or watch us on replay, we appreciate you guys as a community, man. You guys are dope. That's it, man. We went through all of the categories. Let me ask you guys, is there perhaps a book or a creator that you felt like, man, I can't believe that they weren't nominated in a particular category or maybe missing out? What are your guys' thoughts?
I'm a big Cullen Bunn fan, so I'm surprised his name wasn't brought up at all.
I was telling Sergio, I saw Cullen, he tweeted out something like here it's that time of year with all the lists, and it was like a really depressing tweet, and I was like, oh my gosh, I read so many Cullen Bunn books. And I was surprised there wasn't much chatter at all in the write-ins, to be honest.
Honestly, not many writings for Cullen Bunn.
I mean, at least I would have at least thought like Lucky Devil or
no.
Yeah, that's good.
I will say this: Lucky Devil, honestly, that could be in for best new series.
I feel like they handled it though, because I was under the impression the entire time that it was only going to be 4 issues, and they didn't advertise it as an ongoing.
No,
I don't think people got invested in it because it's like, I'll just wait for it's 4 issues, I could wait.
There is a volume 2 coming.
Mm-hmm.
The artist, I forget the gentleman's name, confirmed it. Who's the artist on Lucky Devil?
It's a person.
Yeah, it's a person. But it was Lucky Devil was, for me, my favorite Bunn book this year. I thought it was great. Orphan and the Five Beasts is crazy good.
That book is really good.
Yeah, I started reading it last week because Joey had it on last week's show when he was on, and it's so good. The art, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We didn't do OGNs. That was something that we floated around, but we ended up not doing it. But there were some really good OGNs that dropped last year.
So we got Pulp, OGN, Monsters, OGN. Yeah, we did, as I was saying, we did float it around. We've already got 14 categories. We thought about including
Party and Pray. Oh, I thought you were talking about single books. Party and Pray was so good.
Party and Pray, yeah. I mean, we're like, how many more categories can we, even like a Publisher of the Year? Speaking of, who would you guys have a favorite publisher, perhaps? Like,
all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, we know your answer. But I like comics.
Yeah.
I'd
probably say AWA.
Really, Elle?
And
really?
Vault, yeah.
Vault.
Dark Horse was super solid. I felt like Dark Horse though, like I didn't even realize I was reading a Dark Horse book until it like ended the year, and I'm looking at all the books I read, and I was like, oh, like majority of my favorites were Dark Horse.
Dark Horse is dope, man. Yeah. Image.
Yeah.
Deviant, do you have a favorite, bud?
In France, it's a little bit different because publishers have to go by French publishers, like Urban Comics is the one publishing DC, but also most of Dark Horse, a lot of things. For Marvel, it's Panini, but they do other things. But I'd say Image put a lot of great work. Dark Horse, yeah, it will be my two favorite. Dark Horse and Image.
I'm with that. I mean, if I would say overall, Image is my favorite.
AWA, yes.
AWA, yeah.
Mhm.
But if we're including Image like in the big three, and we're thinking about maybe the smaller publishers, I'd have to go with Vault. I dig
Yeah.
what Vault does, man.
And their interactiveness online too. They're such like a welcoming, and like Damien and Adrian, they're always like owners don't, you don't have to mingle with the public,
Mhm.
but they've always been super cool and
Yeah.
more than generous with their titles and stuff. So it's been really cool.
I think they're smart how they, I mean, you got Adrian, they're pushing, their titles, sharing them right,
Mhm.
That's the way. I mean, I'm digging Vault stuff, man. Who's good too, who we talk about often on the show, Scout.
I didn't mention Scout only because they have a issue with timeliness, and that really affected how often I would read Scout books, because there's no guarantee when you're going to be able to read the next issue ever.
For whatever reason, Scout is one of the publishers, and we've come across it how many times on the show where we're picking a Scout book for Copper Drop, and we're not able to check it out because it's been delayed, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed to have, I don't know what it is, distribution issues, or
Yeah, Black Caravan is the horror imprint.
Yeah,
Black Caravan is awesome,
but they put out dope stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't like about Scout is like they have that delay from issue number 1 to number 2. It's like a 2-month wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I think
which
it's
one?
1.5.
Which one does Barbaric?
Vault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Vault's great, man. They're putting out killer stuff. Yeah, I'd put them at the top of the list.
Yeah, Image and Boom, I don't even.
Yeah.
They're a given.
Yeah, like Boom.
Well, I wouldn't even put Boom in the same stratosphere as Image, but I get what you're saying.
Well, in terms of visibility, they're like part owned by Disney. So I don't like, if I'm gonna name smaller studios or publishers, I'm not gonna name Boom.
Mm-hmm. No, I hear you. Yeah. Very, very visible. That's for sure. Yeah.
Boom is huge. I mean, they got Power Rangers. That's all you need.
Hey, there you go. They got. Hey, do you enjoy a good Power Rangers book, Dragon?
Always.
Always. There you go, man. Oh man.
They got the one coming out for you, Sergio, isn't it? Power Rangers vs. Godzilla.
Hey.
Oh yeah, and Colin Bunn's writing that. I can't wait for that.
Like,
there you go, a Bun book to start your year off.
I can only imagine, Charles, your reaction. He's like Power Rangers, combined with Godzilla, written by my dude Colin Bunn. Like, my man had yeah.
Eat the Rich was Boom, right?
Yeah.
Eat the Rich is Boom.
I think that's the last Boom book
You don't read Once in Future?
No, but who had it? Manny had it, and I had to do like screens from it, and it looks so good. So that's something that I'm gonna get into.
Dan Mora kills the art in that book.
It's so good. The interiors are. I'm definitely gonna go back and check it out.
We got a lot of Dan Mora votes too.
I can't wait for Seven Secrets
freaking
to
good.
come back.
Oh, by Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never checked that one out, to be honest.
I started it. I
Yeah?
have to go back to that series.
Okay.
Beginning was good. I have to go back.
Yeah.
I think I'm Faithless of the volume 3 is probably what I'm looking forward to most this year.
Faithless.
Faithless.
We know Charles is looking forward to Power Rangers and Godzilla. Deviant, is there a book in particular that you're looking forward to this year? Coming up?
The Alex Ross on Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Okay.
Really curious to see that.
Okay. Who's writing that new
Special.
book now?
Alex Ross. He's writing and illustrating a Fantastic Four book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's I think it's kind of like a grand design, so it will be a big format. So kind of hype for that. And for me, the Swamp Thing by Ramvi in France in May, so I can't wait for it. And
Okay.
Philadelphia, February.
For sure. That new volume. Looking forward to that. We got a couple more, one more month. Not too bad. A lot of good stuff.
Oh, We
man.
Live. I agree with Joey. We Live is super good.
Oh, it's coming back, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that first article.
And they'll be in France in January, I think, of the writer and the artist.
Okay. The Miranda brothers, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming in France in the beginning of 2022.
Yep. We got some love here for AWA. Out from AWA.
That is good.
It is good. I always like seeing people whenever people talk, because it's not talked about heavy, I don't see, but it's good. It's a gem. Underrated, I think.
I like that first issue of that new one. Was it Crimson Cage or something like that?
Oh, it was
Okay.
so good. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so I didn't read the synopsis before. I just knew it was like about, a wrestler. So when I was reading it, I was like, oh, this is like Macbeth, right? And then I read the synopsis and it was like, oh no, it is a retelling of, and I was like, oh, okay. That made me feel smart. I was like, educated.
Yeah. We got I comment on comics with Not All Robots, which
I
is
think I'm behind.
very
I like
good.
that one too.
I think I'm on number
Very
3. How many issues are out?
Four. Number 5 comes out next week or the week after.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That's it's just great commentary, right? Social commentary. Yeah. I dig the art. Who's on that art? Diodato? Mike?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I dig his stuff. He's good.
I like Telepaths too. That book's pretty good.
Haven't checked that one out.
Moths.
Moths was good.
So I didn't know that was like in the same world as
The Resistance.
And is Telepaths too?
I think
I'm not
so.
sure if that
Part
one
of
is.
the connected universe, right?
Yeah, it might be, because I think they said that Erratic was part of the Resistance and all that too.
Yeah.
Erratic, that's the one I read.
And then it got confusing because I'm like, what is happening? Because and then I'm like, so should I go read the Resistance? And then people were like, yeah, go read it. And I was like, yeah, I'll get to it.
I liked both volumes of the Resistance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I liked it too.
Yeah. AWA is great, eh? They've
Yeah.
been pretty consistent. Yeah.
And Erratic was really good. I really liked it.
Erratic, yeah.
Mm.
And that's that one is written and drawn by good old Canadian boy, Kerry Andrews, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kerry Andrews, yeah. Shout out to the Canadians. Hey, can we just talk about all the dope? Hey. Let's take a moment to just recognize and appreciate all the amazing Canadian creators. It's endless, bro. It's endless. even just out of Toronto, how many guys there are, right? You know, we just mentioned Kerry, he's out in BC. John Gallagher, you know, he's crazy cover artist. You know,
I'm surprised he wasn't written in for covers.
I know,
because he was like on everything last year.
Gallagher's putting out some crazy stuff, man. Who's buddy who wrote "I Breathe the Body"? So sick.
Zach Thompson.
Zach Thompson, man.
So
Canadian. Good. Yeah. Hey, what is that, bud?
I'm showing for Joey. He was asking what I was smoking.
Okay, there you go, my man. Yeah.
Lou. Jason Liu. Afterlift was one of my favorite reads last year. Legit cried at the end like a baby.
I haven't read Afterlift.
It's so good. So good.
That's on my short list. Those books, All Nighter, Afterlift, that's pretty much exclusively just Toronto guys. You got Zdarsky, you got Lou, you got Paris Aline on there. I think the editor's from Toronto as well too. You know, Lemire from Toronto. Like, yo, man, straight up, yo, the T-Dot, Toronto, killing it. You know, so many dope creators. Just in general, how great was comics this year? Loved it, man.
Yeah, Richard Pace, Lonnie Nadler.
Pace.
Is Lonnie Nadler? He's just Canada, right? I thought he was more like BC than.
I think he's out in BC because he works with Zach Thompson. They were like buddies growing up.
For which Undone by Blood, The Other Side of Eden was fantastic.
Yeah.
One of my favorites from last year.
Good. Yeah. It was good. I Breathe the Body could have been nominated for Horror of the Year, honestly. That was crazy. It honestly should have been in there, man. I think some of that maybe went over something.
And I think Lonely Receiver, or did the last issue or come out last year?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many good books.
Kazar book is pretty cool too.
Which one? What?
Kazar.
Kazar and Marvel. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I heard that was nuts.
I got that first issue. I was like, I have no interest in this, but I bought it solely off of Thompson, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to like this. Like, I don't want to read this, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, I secretly love like Conan the Barbarian and stuff like that. So like, but to see what Thompson did with that book, it was such. And then even I don't know who does the art on it.
Kazar, I'm not sure, to be honest.
I'm not sure.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interior.
It's a good.
It's really nice to look at. Yeah.
Like
we
one
got
or
some
two issues left.
love here for Richard Pace. He was nominated for one of the covers of the years. The We Don't Kill Spiders exclusive. He's dope. Another local to the Toronto area. Casey Parsons. Sick. Check out these guys, man. You know, just fantastic talent coming out of Toronto and Canada as a whole. It might be too on the nose. You know what I'd like to see? Zach Thompson, right? Swamp Thing. I think he'd kill an eco horror Swamp Thing book. I think that's right up his alley. Yeah. A lot of good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff. So we're gonna be celebrating next week, guys. Next week we're celebrating the Nerdies, 2021 Comic Book Awards show. We got some pretty cool stuff cooking for you, some dope creators, some members of this amazing comic book community. We got a giveaway planned. Check it out, man. As we said earlier, we got we've been putting in some work behind the scenes, man. There's a lot of work, but happy to do it, man. I think we got a pretty cool show ready for you guys, man. Yeah. Deviant Dragon Elle. Any final thoughts? I mean, we're approaching the 2-hour mark. Yeah. What are you guys saying?
One good surprise I had on Body Horror, on the Darkhold one shot from Marvel. Not all good, but the Iron Man one and the Spider-Man was pretty good. I was really surprised by those two. Pretty good, pretty solid little one shot with good body horror. But yeah, no, fantastic. Thank you for the work. A lot of the indies I've read this year was because of you. So thank you.
Oh,
I read
wow.
some great books.
That's great to hear, man. Hey, that's what we're trying to do here on the show, is talk about the best books, and we tend to gravitate a little bit towards the indie books. Would you agree with me, Elle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's dope to hear, man. We're it makes me happy to hear people are checking out our recommendations and
Oh,
stuff.
you switched out your display, huh? I just noticed.
My display?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you like that one, eh? Yeah, no, let me adjust. Let me get that all in full frame. How dope is that? I love this, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Wolverine Frank Miller homage cover. I forget the
cool.
artist's name. Man, apologies.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I
Go,
can't.
his
Even...
last name Van Gorham or something? Sean Van Gorham. Apologies if I've got your name wrong. But yeah, I loved it. The Darling creators, Michael and Todd, were nice enough to send this along with some other books. Man, yeah. Hey, comic creators, man, you guys are dope, generous. Appreciate what you guys are, all the content you're putting out, man. Dragon, yourself, any final thoughts, man, on this year that we've had?
It's been a good year for books. I know that. I've got a lot of books this year.
Yeah.
Ooh. What do you? I mean, what are you pushing? Like 10,000 books on the year?
No, I'm only at. I think I'm just shy of 4,600.
That's insane.
You said it like it was gonna be like a...
Just hold on. Let's rewind that.
Mhm.
Just that.
4,600 books, man. You're a machine.
I hit
You-
a fraction of that. I counted until I was like at 600, and then I just stopped counting like halfway through the year.
Wow.
Well, I have that CLZ comic app, so every time I pick up my books, I scan them all in, so it keeps
Yeah?
track of the
And
issues
how much is that monthly, or you pay annually?
annually. Usually around Black Friday, they run a deal where you can get a year for $10, so I do that.
Mm. I paid for the paid tier, and I never used it. I think I scanned in, like I did it for a couple weeks and then I forgot about it, and I just, yeah. But definitely not nowhere near 4,600. That's for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, any final thoughts on this year or the show we got coming up next week?
None.
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 She's done. She didn't want to be here
I-
today, folks. She's like,
No, it's
she said, "Man, you're forcing me to come into work on a Sunday. What's wrong with you, gay?"
no. I think we've gone over all of these things
Yeah.
so many times that it's, you guys know which ones I'm rooting for. I've been pretty vocal about what I was into last year, so
Yeah. 2021, it was a fantastic year, man. And listen, just want to say to thank the community, everybody who tunes in, whether they're tuning in live or on the replays, or they like one of our posts on Instagram or Twitter, the socials, any kind of support, man. We appreciate you. Thank you guys so much, man. It's nothing but love from the House of Nerd crew, man. Deviant, Dragon, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us today, man.
Thanks for having
Thanks
me.
to you.
We appreciate it. And you guys are welcome anytime in the house, man. Appreciate what you guys bring to the comics community. And I think that's it, man. Listen, everybody needs to tune in live next week, Sunday, January the 9th at 11 a.m. Dope creators, dope content, giveaways. Yeah, you can't go wrong, man. And if you're still watching, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, please. And thank you if you're digging what we're doing. And we're going to see you guys next week, man. We'll be announcing those guest creators very, very, very soon. This is the House of Nerd Show. We're out. Have a great Sunday, great weekend, y'all. Okay.